Hey, what's up? All right. Trench warfare. Yep. I put a little bit of what's it called? Gorilla putty, just so it doesn't slide. Hey, JF, stop motion. What's up? So now I'm gonna start animating. So right now I'm doing the trench warfare scenes. I think I made like 2 scenes. Hey, everybody! A lot of people here today. Memorial Day. So you guys are gonna help me set up the arena or the stage. As you can see, it's all matters only what the camera can see. You cannot see that this is really just like something very simple. But on camera, it looks really good. Where is the putty? This stuff is amazing. Mountain putty. This thing is amazing. Keeps your stuff that doesn't weigh anything, like your stage. It keeps it from moving around. Also, you can at certain positions you can have something like look like it's about to fall, right? And that really helps with animating. It's not very noticeable. When it's something very quick and snappy, it's not very noticeable. Hey, brother! So the soldiers stumbled upon someone called by the radio in the animation of the battle in the trenches. Oh, so the trenches, this is with D-Day. So this is the trenches that are being depicted here are the ones from the that you see in the movies. What's it called? Saving Private Ryan. Right behind the what are these things? The pillboxes are the trenches. Right behind the pillboxes, this thing are the trenches. There'd be channels in the background, so they can go through, as you can see in the movies. So that's what this is what's being depicted. So once you pass the pillboxes, there was trenches. Am I using brick arms? These are no. Well, this one is. I think this is brick arms. This is the car 98. So I make sure the weapons that are appropriate to. This is the Germans. The Germans will be holding this. I have a couple knockoffs that I painted, like this guy. That's a knockoff M1 Garand. It looks really nice once I painted it. It was just black. And that is not brick arms, because this actually fits the mega figures without cracking their hands. As you can see, the brick arms, since it's meant for Lego, I had to shave. You can see some of the material I had to shave, so it fits without breaking the arms. I mean the hands. Will the paratrooper make a cameo? I don't even have normal paratroopers. I guess I can make a paratrooper using this type of shirt and like khaki pants. But then I had to equip him with like a whole bunch of stuff, which I don't think I have enough to do a couple. Plus, I don't have a parachute. I guess I could make a parachute out of like pieces of paper and then like what, like something like this. I guess I can make a parachute with like a whole bunch of these, and then like a piece of paper that I cut out in a round shape. It had to be like green. I'm sure I need to see the reference pictures. Everything you do is super cool. The parts where they run and shoot are great. Yep. I try to put a lot of action. I do whatever I can with the materials I have. Hey, everybody. All right. So, let's say I want to show off the Winchester. So, the shotgun. Do I even have one around here? These are more guns I painted. You can't even tell. You can't even tell unless you shine it. This is a gun I painted, and I added lacquer to it, so you can't scratch it. I mean, you can't scratch it easy. So the figures can hold it without destroying the paint. Oops, whatever. Little baggie of World War II guns. All right, let's see. What do we want to show off? So for the trench, this would be something like the Germans would use. I forgot the name of the rifle. Okay, this would be for the camera, the radio guy. He could have this. There we go, the shotgun. There we go, the Winchester. So Mega made these. This is incorrect. This is a Johnson. This rifle like never got used. Like very rare, limited use. And we have so many. Mega just kept making them over and over. Look how many I have. That's the Johnson rifle. It's completely useless. If I'm supposed to, if you see me, like in the older animations, if you see me using this, this is supposed to be. I used it as the Springfield. So if you see this, it's because I mistook this with the Springfield. Mega. Look how many Johnson rifles. They just, so many of them. Useless. Mega. I have all these useless Johnson rifles. They didn't make a Springfield. That's crazy. How designated is they said Johnson rifle is not a sniper rifle. The Army sniper rifle was the Springfield. So that's why I mistook it. I thought this was just a messed up Springfield. But then somebody told me, it's like, oh, that actually looks like, that doesn't look at all the same. I thought it was just a messed up. You know how sometimes Mega, when they make stuff, it looks kind of cartoonish? Yeah, the dead giveaway is that part right there. Kind of like this vent right here. They got me. So if you ever see me using this rifle, it's meant to be this. I just didn't have one, but now I do. So I will correct. I will no longer be using this mold. So I have a whole bunch of this mold that's useless. Yeah, the Johnsons are beautiful, but they are inaccurate because they're very limited use. They're not going to be. They were not on D-Day. The German guns, I got them off like the knockoffs. This is not a German gun. No. Another Johnson rifle, but it's black. Useless. So the Winchester, yeah, that is legit. So I'll keep that one. The carbine, I'll keep that. Thompson. The Thompson's useful for close quarters, so keep that. Another useless Johnson rifle. Oh, the black one is from like a German set, I believe. Panzer Shrek, I think. I think it does come off. This came from the knockoffs, the AliExpress knockoffs, and it fits the mega figures. This is my only copy of the STG 44. I think it's STG 44. Another Panzer Shrek. Springfield. The Springfield really looks like a normal rifle, so I can understand why there's the confusion. It's just a normal rifle. All right. So I'll be using Winchester. This brown one. I like this one. So let's animate a scene with it. If anybody needs Johnson rifles, I got plenty to give away. I don't need them. I think I only would need one, but like it's such a rare rifle collector's item that you would never see it in battle. Really, small limited supply. You want them? Don't worry. Good. I'll give it to you. If you want it, I'll give it to you. So this is a M1 Garand without the bayonet. Mega, I guess, only made theirs with the bayonet. Okay, so let's make a scene, I guess. So what does the camera see? Discard. All right. Remember, all you gotta do is make what the camera can see. Okay. So for this next scene, I think I'll do like a top view, like the camera is down here and it's looking up. And we could have the Americans shooting down with the shotgun because the shotgun just sprays. Where did I put the shotgun? Ah, there it is. All right. So we're gonna have our little guy over here, our little soldier, and we're probably gonna have him go up here. You know, it's hard for this to focus. Okay. Let's see if I can change the angle of the sky. So I use this blue background. It's kind of hard to see. It's supposed to be simulating that it's kind of cloudy instead of the normal blue. As you can see, the normal blue in the back. It's supposed to be kind of cloudy because the weather was pretty crap. The Call of Duty line is way better than Halo. Like, I don't know why they got rid of it. The Halo line is limited because the appeal is limited because it's off of a video game. The Call of Duty is pretty much generic military. That has a much wider appeal than Halo. But Halo's the one that stuck around. Plus the figures for the Call of Duty are way better than the Halo ones. The Halo ones are like little shorties. I think the Call of Duty guys are like 3 millimeters taller than the Call of Duty. Guess the Halo line. This, see how it's shorter. they're all using the same body, right? So this is the same body. The Call of Duty guys are 3 millimeters taller. Which the Call of Duty line is okay that they're taller because they're gonna be soldiers. They're not gonna be like normal civilians. The Halo line is good for like civilians. Okay. All right, so I think I need to make this a little bigger so the camera doesn't see that it's incomplete. So I got a couple more pieces. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need more of that putty. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah, so I'm working really hard to get this D-Day animation done. That looks a little wobbly. Maybe I should put something in there. See how that good of a stick? It came off. It sticks really well. Okay. How do I just swap it? There you go. Because we want some good dynamic angles. It helps hide the fact that it's incomplete. Look, there's I'm trying to render it like if it was a video game. So the video game, whenever it renders, it doesn't actually render everything. It only renders what the camera sees. That saves so much on memory. So we are pretty much going to use that same logic. Okay. All right. Let's see what the camera sees. Turn on. Okay. Okay, looks kind of blurry. Okay, it looks like I gotta fill this area. Oh, it's really hard to tell with the glare. How do you take photos as if you were in the minifigure's perspective? There's like first person view. So for first person view, you're gonna mess around. I don't really care about my camera. My camera now is old, so I don't really care about it. So what you could do is figure out where the hands are gonna go. Let's say. So that white putty is gonna come in handy. I got more of it. So this is how you're gonna get your first person view. There you go. There you go. The hands. The hands. And then all you have to have, you need to have an arena that you're able to get the camera to move. That's my first person view. It's gonna look a little blurry, but it'll be fine. And then you basically have the camera be floating. If you had a smaller camera, that'd be much better. But I could do it with this camera as well. It's only for limited use. And you need to have like the stage large enough that it could fit the camera in. If I had a much smaller lens, I'm sure there's like a conal shaped lens that looks like kind of like a pen that you're able to make fit that in. But that's how I get my first person view. Do you have plans to do Pacific Theater? Yes. Well, not specifically Pelelu, but something like that. Yeah, I do have Marines. I made these guys. Come on. So I do have the resources. There's another one. They kind of look identical. They're supposed to be kind of the same. Do they not have vests? No, I don't have the vest required. This is good enough. Oh, I do have a vest. I don't have enough of this. This guy's unpainted, but I do have a couple of this vest. It's kind of rare color, the tan. This tan is kind of a rare color. No, I have no plans for ODST. Halo is done for. It would be a waste of time. 343 already killed it. I don't need to kill it anymore. That's beating a dead horse. Yeah, exactly. The World War II vests are look like backpack straps. That's all they are. Yeah, if you notice the old World War II, they don't wear any body armor. That doesn't exist. Okay. All right, so now we can focus back on this. Okay, so I gotta hide. I gotta hide that there's stuff back here. Make this flush. And then I'll put a little bit of putty so it doesn't start sliding off, because that'd be a pain. Because sometimes you're messing around with it and then it slides. You're like, no. Okay. All right, that should keep it from moving. I think one more piece. Huh. There you go. I got more. I got more putty. Okay. It randomly. All right. Okay. So now I should probably extend this side. Nothing is connected. they're all stuck because of the putty. Okay. There we go. And then we'll add some detail. Some more detail. I gotta do a scene with the mortar, right? Eventually. So we could do that. We could do that today. Where did I put the mounting plate? Oh. More. Actually, I got some of these. The background is really cool. Thanks. I'm trying to make the background look kind of like the weather is kind of under the weather. Okay. So we got our German trooper here with the car 98. And then one with what's it called? MP40. Hey, Eric the Booster, what's up? Looks like you made it. All right. So these guys are going to be kind of like hunched over, I guess, right? And they don't expect to get shot from the top. No. What could they be? Now put a fuel. Does anybody know how to pronounce that? I know that's in German. I don't know how to pronounce German. We'll put that somewhere here. And then like random boxes somewhere. These are American boxes, but we'll have them be just normal boxes for this. Just so it populates. We can put that here. There is nothing to mount this. So I'm going to be using more putty. This stuff is magic. There's no stud for this to go on. I just don't want it to move. There we go. That way it looks like there's something. It's not just useless space. Maybe something like that. Sandbags or whatever. All right. That way it doesn't look just empty. That was the whole point. All right. So we're gonna have. Hopefully that doesn't rock too much. We're gonna have our guys over here. I guess I could have this guy kind of kneeling. So at this point, the USS Texas is doing a bombardment. So they're kind of on their toes. The artillery, naval bombardment. So these guys are kind of scared of the artillery. This is what I'm referring to. These are the settings. So this is ISO. I think this is the timing, and this is the aperture. Regardless, I mess around with the settings until until I get an image that I really like. See how it looks like? It looks pretty good. I took several attempts. Where's down here? I took several attempts until I got the color I wanted. This is too bright, too blurry, so I gotta get rid of these. See that image was too blurry, very clear but too blurry. That was too dark. Okay, this is our new image. Okay, I like it. That's the color I want. We'll lock in the settings, and then that's it. Hey, Connor, what's up? Connor McLeod, what's up, buddy? My internet's weak. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, my internet. I was literally explaining I was literally explaining the camera information. And you're telling me the camera went out? No way. No way. Oh my god. Okay, so do I have to explain it? I guess I have to explain it again. All right, everybody who's back, all 8 of you, because there used to be more people. I guess the internet kicked everybody out. So I was adjusting the settings. So once I got it in position where I want it to be, I adjusted the settings. And here is the setting. Let me turn off the light. It's hard to, this glare is awful. There we go. It's like a mirror. Okay, so let me explain this. So this is the ISO right here. This is the timing and this is the aperture. So basically, I think the shutter speed or something like that. Well, I don't really know about that too much about it, but all I know is I mess around with this and until I get the image I want. So sometimes it's too blurry, which I can adjust the focus with the DSLR. That's not really, that's more of a manual thing. But the color, and then I could also mess with the colors down here as you tell the camera what kind of light is being reflected. Sometimes I do the opposite. So let's say an LED light is being shined, like let's say for a night scene, and I purposely choose incandescent. It'll make the image kind of look blue, even though it's LED, it's not incandescent. I'll do tricks like that to make the image look a lot better. That's how I did the aliens. So that's how I got that blue hue. It's because I said, oh, make it incandescent, but the light being shined is a big ass LED. So I tricked the camera into thinking it was something else. I think I don't really change this too much. I like vivid, but that's how that's the stuff you're able to do with the camera. And since you're taking every image in this setting, it makes editing much better. And then here's all this other information, but that's basically it. See you later, Springtrap. Yeah, I don't think I go higher than 1600. That's too much ISO. Okay, I think the lower the lower it is, the darker the image gets. I'm not sure. Okay, let me see. 50. Yeah, as you can, I can see myself. As you can see, it's so dark. The image. If you put ISO really low, you will have a very dark image. So I put it at 1600. I don't have a very bright light, so I have to use. Let's go back to sunny. I think it was sunny. Okay, so I got the color. I got the color again. Yeah, there we go. So I was just explaining a little bit how the camera works. you start messing around with settings, and then you get the images that you want, so you can get the color. All right, let's start this up. The camera turned off, so it got out of focus. Let's do this again. Oh, make sure the camera is locked too, because sometimes you may bump into it. So I gotta make sure all these knobs are also firm. All right, so we're gonna have the German guy kind of like looking around a little bit, or these two guys, just looking around. A couple pictures, a couple frames. This guy look to the left, and then the other guy to the right. Okay, we'll have them stand still for a little bit, and then go back. To give the characters a little bit more life, it's not just doing one thing. They're actually kind of like looking around. Okay, so here we're gonna have our little figure come in with the Winchester. In reality, this is just small, but it's gonna look really good. It's all camera tricks, all camera tricks. Once you guys see the real thing, it's like you're like, oh, the finished product. You're gonna be like, whoa, that was, I saw that. It looks so small on the actual stage. It's all camera tricks. You don't actually have to move his legs until he's on the camera. Until his legs are in the camera, then you start moving his legs. So let's say the gun starts appearing on camera. You don't gotta move the legs until you get the legs in there. There's ways to save yourself time and effort. Only animate when the camera actually sees the image or the object. Okay. Let me see if he is showing up on the camera. Nope. Too far in, too fast. I don't want him to come in too fast. Nope. The putty's not sticking. This is old. It's very dusty. That's why this putty's not sticking. Okay. All right. Basically loading in. Okay. There we go. Just a little bit. Okay, next image. I don't see the legs, so I will not animate them. Okay. Okay, I think you're finally seeing the legs, so I will have to finally make the move. Okay, the torso needs to move a little bit with it. All right, so now the figure, here's the footsteps, so start to make the Germans turn around. Yes, yes, they're mega blocks. Do you think Lego would make anything like this? Nah, hell no. These things have a lot of articulation for their tiny 2-inch size. Too bad Mega's so stupid that doesn't want to make anymore, but whatever. It's on them. I got enough of these figures that I don't really care. I don't gotta buy anymore. I have a lifetime's worth of these. Okay. Okay, I messed up the legs. Okay, so I bumped into the tree, so I had to fix it. So it looks like the tree goes like that. I hate it when you bump into objects in the background. There you go. So that fixed it. There you go. Alright, yeah, sometimes you bump into like stuff in the background and it's like now it looks weird. So I had to fix it as best I can. Or make it not as noticeable. Alright, these guys will start to turn around. Okay. Move the head slightly. Tilt the head a little bit. Donation? We got a donation? Hey, hey, the rapper. I like your stop motions. I like your stop. Thank you so much. Thank you on this Memorial Day. I do appreciate that. What brought you to my channel? The rapper. Okay, these guys are gonna start to turn around. And then I gotta time it correctly, so I gotta have the shotgun go off before these guys can fire. The shotgun sprays, so I only need to shoot once because they are in line to, because it's gonna spray like that. Alright. What leg did I move? I also have to keep track of what leg moved. Okay, so I gotta tilt. Alright, gotta take a quick picture before he falls. There you go. Oh, he wants to fall. All right. So from here, do I have a custom a mustache man? No, but I can make one. I don't have a custom mustache man, but it's not that hard to make one. Okay. Okay, from here I will change his position. So I kind of want him to be able to point down like that. But because of how the hands for the Call of Duty figures are, you can't really point down. See how that is? So you kind of have to angle the shoulder. This is a very precarious position. Actually, what I can have is have him hold like this. And then kind of have the hand be floating like that. So that, from this position, you can't tell that he's not holding it. Okay. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, there we go. And you can't tell he's not holding on to it. My last question is that there's a scene where an American fighting a Nazi with the bare hands. Did that take place in D-Day? If you have any information on it, send me it my way, and then I'll look into it. I'll add that if that's because I got to make sure that it's also appropriate. Because there's a scene, something I heard about the USS Texas where it sunk itself to get more an advantage. I wanted to do that to be able to fire off farther, but that happened on the 15th, so I can't have this have that shown off in my stop motion because it's only D-Day, so it's only the June 6th. If I somehow included June 15th, then yeah, I could include that. So I try to keep it somewhat factually correct. I don't want to be corrected. Okay. All right, there you go. There we go. That looks good. So for this, I will change the. I'll start to change the focus. So the focus, instead of being to these guys, the focus now becomes this with the camera. There we go. And it makes it look quick and snappy with the change of focus. Okay, I gotta change the waist a little bit. All right, next scene. The flash of the weapon. Okay. These Call of Duty parts are pretty good, so just put that over. So most of the effects I use are practical effects. It just makes it look much better. And then a light. That's it. Okay, so one more image. Okay, so I just gotta make sure it's aligned. Okay, there we go. Flash. Okay, something like that. No, I want more flash. So the shotgun it's got to have a lot of flash. There we go. There we go. Looks good. Okay. So next we're gonna have him, since the shotgun has a lot of recoil, we're gonna have him recoil a lot. And then these guys are gonna get plastered. Yeah. Alright, shotgun does a lot of damage, so we're gonna have to pop heads. So for this guy, will swap the head. And we put a battle worn head over here because he got shrapnel to the face. More stuff to hold it. And then we're gonna kick in the Ragdoll physics. And then this guy can keep his head, but we're gonna put a little red piece that I like to use over and over. Yeah, he didn't make it. Try to watch Saving Private Ryan. That'll help you out. My question is that they're seen with the American fighting and not seen with bare hands. Yeah, I'm sure that happens a lot. But it's not gonna be like what was it? Those animations where they fight like kung fu? No, it's basically wrestling. It's not gonna be like kung fu fighting where they're punching each other. That's very ineffective. You're gonna try to kill your goal is not to punch them. Your goal is to kill them. Yeah, the VR mod. The VR mod. These aren't SS soldiers. They're not wearing the SS helmet. Granted, the colors could be kind of off-putting, but that's not my fault. That's Mega. Mega chose this color, so that's can't do anything about that. I don't have a light gray color of this shirt color. I don't have that. I don't even think Mega made that kind of color I want. It should be green, anyways. So it should be kind of like a light. Oh, it should be kind of like this, but lighter. That kind of green, but the shirt, which I don't think Mega made that color for shirts. So I'm kind of stuck there. I had black is dark gray essentially. Dark gray is the best I can do right now. Yeah, I have the Band of Brothers. I have the DVD set. I have the Blu-ray set. Okay, so this guy's getting, so the shotgun blows them, and then basically they're hella dead. So for this, I could just have like post production, like add blood splatter. That's about it. That's like the most amount of special effects I use. I try to keep it as much as I can as practical. Okay, so then I'm also gonna do a little trick where I move the camera a little bit so it makes the impact feel heavier. Oh, no, I messed up. His head's supposed to be like this. There you go. That'll make the impact way better. Okay. Hey, you're back, Amazing Prophet. How you doing? Okay, so the ragdoll physics are gonna kick in. So wish me luck. So this guy's just gonna get bounce off the box, and then this guy's gonna bounce off the floor. Okay. Hopefully that helps out. While this guy's loading again. All right, we're gonna need more putty for the ragdoll physics. There we go. This is a very odd position, so it's gonna be hard to ragdoll. Okay, let's see. Okay. Next picture. No, actually, I didn't like how the hand was. Okay. It looks weird. All right, there we go. So this guy's gonna keep going. This body right here is gonna keep rolling. Oops. Because he's ragdolling. He's gonna lose the gun. There you go. So he's gonna keep going, and then this guy's gonna like flop over. There we go. while this guy adjusts the gun to reload, or I mean to at least pump it. It is a pump shotgun. I mean it is a shotgun, so you have to pump it. Nope, too exaggerated. So that was too exaggerated. It almost looked like a Skyrim over here. Skyrim. Bad English, sorry. That we were the bad guys. Well, you're not the bad guy. Whatever happened in the past, that's not your fault. It's not your fault. Somebody else screwed it up for you guys. It's the past. Can't do anything about it. Okay. Looks like the camera no longer needs to see this, so I can just remove it. So he's gonna just keep rolling. The Wehrmacht. The Wehrmacht. There we go. Stick that there. Alright, next frame. Does it look good? Does it look good? And yeah, it kind of look maybe a little farther. Yeah, that looks good now. And next frame, I'll put it in his hand. And then next frame, kind of like rotating. There we go. Okay, too exaggerated. Okay, next frame. Okay. He doesn't need to be holding the weapon anymore. Actually, we could remove his head too. The camera doesn't see it, so it could be gone. All right. There we go. Okay, no, that looks dumb. All right. Nope, I don't like it. Ragdoll physics is hard. Okay, so maybe I should have his legs kind of like angled. There we go. Okay. Boom. No. No, I didn't like it. Okay, so we're gonna have the opposite. We're gonna have him do this. There you go. Yeah, that looks good. The leg position is where I need it to be. I just need the body to be somewhere else. There we go. So now we're gonna have him pump the shotgun. Okay, next frame we'll have like that, I guess. I think this body can be removed. The camera no longer sees it. It's out of frame. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Oh no, it fell. It fell down. No. As I took a picture, it fell down. No. I ruined it. Wait. Next frame. So I'm gonna make the guy up here do the pumping of the shotgun, and then I'll have him climb down. Okay. So to pump, all you gotta do is go back and forth. Okay. All right, so we can make all these assets disappear because they're no longer on the screen. Can remove that. So what I want to do is I want him to finish the pumping animation to just go back and forth and then climb down. And then more guys could be showing up. So that is another thing I can add. Okay, go forward. And then go back. Several frames for the shotgun animation. There we go. All right, so now I want it to be clear. There you go. There we go. He gave the shotgun a good stroke. All right, so now I'm gonna have him climb down. Hey, see you guys. See you guys later. I have a lot of patience. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll have him climb down. Move the head. And I'll have him just jump down. I'll have him let go of the handle piece. The trigger. So you can use that as leverage to jump. I'll have the left foot. Yeah, the left foot. Get closer. and then kind of starting to crouch. He's gonna use that right arm to hold on to the wood, I guess. To try to just jump down there. All right. There we go. Okay, tilt the head. Actually, I should have this leg forward. There we go. Because if not, it's gonna look weird. It's like, how come the other leg moved? So there we go. This is the pivoting hand, so it's gonna jump off of this. So what I could do is just add a little piece of putty to the hand where you can't see it. It's just so it doesn't slide off. Because this is kind of important. It's gonna be pivoting. Okay. Okay. Does that look good? Yes, it looks good. Actually, have this out here. Okay, get the foot over. There we go. Now he looks like he's climbing over. There we go. So he's gonna just basically drop down. Do you add blood effects beside that one bloody head you have? Blood effects? No, mostly for blood effects, since it's messy, I just use like, that's the only special effect I ever use, really. If the target is very far away, I might use like a red dot or something. If like somebody gets shot in the distance and you can't really tell, so I'll use maybe like a red dot. Or if it's close up, I will do a gross up like the SpongeBob. So I'll actually paint the back of wherever it got hit to add to make it more grotesque. Okay, next frame. There we go. Hehe, that looks actually pretty good. Okay, So next frame, I'll have him drop fast. Starting to drop fast. There we go. Yeah. Oh no. I messed up the trajectory, so he should be here. Okay, there we go. And then next frame, I'll have him touch the floor. There we go. And then I'll have him do a follow-up. So whenever there's a motion and then all of a sudden it stops, you have to have a follow-up. He's gonna go a little bit further, so it doesn't damage his knees, right? So you can't just absorb the full impact. So the body's gonna kind of whiplash to absorb the impact. There we go. Follow through. So the body goes down. Little whiplash. And then he's gonna get the gun back into position and then go in the trench some more. Okay, so I'm gonna change the focus of the camera. Okay. Okay, so that's enough. Trust me, guys, this is gonna look pretty cool. No, I need more motion. Okay, there we go. Let's get him fully, full height. There we go. And then what we can have is show that there's more people coming in, right? They just infiltrated, so we're gonna have more guys in the background trying to getting closer. So we're gonna have more targets running. We're gonna have a guy with a Garand coming in. This guy's securing that it's safe to come in, right, with the shotgun. That way the other guys start coming in closer. Okay, 2, 4. Okay. He's making sure it's safe to come in. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. You said you worked on the Marine, yeah, F-18. Yeah, I was just radar tech. I worked for the stuff for the F-18, like the transmitter, comnab, ECM, yeah, ECM, electronic countermeasures, and radar. Our shop was made out of 3 different shops, essentially. Okay, I don't want it to look blurry. No, it's actually not blurry. All right, cool. Take a picture before it falls. That's why my animations kind of look janky, is because sometimes the figures fall over. Yeah. Okay, we can have a guy come in with a bar, right? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. BAR, BAR, bar. Nah, yeah, I think I put something here so it holds it. I don't want to break the hands. Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie. He fell down. Because I cut into it, this is because I cut into it, sometimes the pieces is loose. But I did that so it doesn't break the hands. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. What's the best place on the jet? What? I'm flying one and I see the machine gun is at the front, and I'm like, what's the best place on the jet? Why won't more jets have similar? Are you talking about the F-18? I forgot what the F-18 machine gun is mounted. I know in the F-35 the machine gun is on the side panel, to the side. It's not in the front. It's not a A10 Warthog, where the machine gun, the gun is the plane. I always pronounce it BAR, yeah, or instead of bar, yeah, BAR. Yeah, sometimes as you say bar, people think is you're talking about a bar, but you were talking about the actual weapon, the Browning automatic rifle. This is gonna be my debut of the bar BAR, Browning automatic rifle, cause I just got this. I would have had this in my older animations, but I just got it. Okay, so. No, I hit the tree. I hit the tree. So I gotta put it back. There you go. I hit the tree. Oh, is my camera warming? Is my camera getting hot? Yeah, sometimes the camera goes to sleep, so I have to wake it up. All right, there we go. I fixed the mishap. I bumped into the tree, so that messed it up. But good thing I did pay attention. Okay, so now what I'm gonna have is have this guy turn around, and then this guy get ready to shoot because there's somebody out in the back. And then this guy will be coming in closer. So we're gonna have another shooting or another shot. Okay, move the head. I had to keep track of multiple things. Move the head. So the M1 Garand doesn't have a peg hole, so you can just stick your gun in there. I mean your little piece over it. So you have to kind of do it yourself. So I use a little piece of putty and then one that doesn't get in the way. And then there you go. Next frame, he turns around. Oops. Did I make him turn? There you go. All right, everything's all good. And camera turned off. Okay, looks good. I'll have him shoot twice. And then a little bit of recoil. Huh. Let's see how that looks. This is all subtle movement. All right, so I'll have him fire another shot. So he's not. It's M1 Garand. It's not a sniper rifle. So you will. It's a semi-automatic. So you're able to do a couple shots. So 2 shots should be good enough to show that he hit something. Move the head here. It's gonna look dope. Okay. Shoot up. I'll have this guy kind of park his body here. And then we can have another guy come in. We gotta show a bunch of people coming in. Actually, I think we could just cut it off here. We don't gotta show that many. We just wanted to show the shotgun clearing the area, and then that made room for other people to come in, or the other soldiers to come in. So that's pretty much our scene for today. Hacksaw Ridge is such a great movie. Yeah, all those movies are great. I like all those movies, especially the more accurate it is. I know it's never gonna be 100% accurate, because M1 Garand is a kind of good gun, but they said it kind of sucks because you could hear the noise when you click it back. I think you click when it runs out of ammo, it makes that pinging noise. I'm pretty sure on the last round out of the 8, it makes that pinging noise. That's probably what they're talking about. So here's our little German body. Oh man, the camera's getting really hot. So I'm gonna take a little break. I think the camera is starting to get hot. So I'm gonna let the camera or the phone cool off, and I'll change the scene. I think we're gonna do motor, 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 motor. Hey, Draft King. Yeah, he's a little dead. he got his head blown off by a shotgun, the Winchester. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna also the camera's starting to overheat. So I'm gonna give the equipment a little bit of time to rest. So I will be back. So I'm gonna cut the stream for now. I gotta let the phone cool off a little bit, and we're gonna do another scene. I am gonna be pumping out so much until June 6th, essentially, because I'm trying to get as much done within the 10 days. Wish me luck, guys. You have cool names for the planes: Raptor, Hornet, Lightning. Yeah, they do. All right. Oh man, real Goku. Don't worry, Goku. I'll be back. I had to let the equipment take a rest. Sorry, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'll probably be back later today. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me. It's been fun. See you guys. Let's. There you go. That's a good image. Bye, guys. See ya. See ya, Connor McLeod. See ya, ODST Anthony.